Make sure y'all do me a favor, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too. Diddy is in the news with his son this time. It's a family affair. They're being accused of doing some brutal things. P. Diddy and son Justin accused of brutal gang scraping and new lawsuit. So he was freaking off with his own kids. And I always wondered that. Did they have a curfew? I'm starting to see that privileged kids, the privilege go beyond having money and being able to have new clothes and drive cars. The privilege is more than that. They can commit crimes, get away with it. You see it all the time. These rich kids do plenty of things and get off because of who their mother and who their father is. But now we starting to see that Diddy's lifestyle spilled over into his relationship with his own kids. And it don't sound far-fetched. They're claiming that he had wild hotel nights with his sons. He broke them in. I'm not saying that they don't love their mother, but you can't have respect for your moms and you doing stuff like this, especially with your dad. He had to have a talk with them about their moms. He had to let them know how their moms get down to even think something like this is okay. If these rumors are true, but it's all over the place. They're getting sued. Somebody is demanding top dollar. And I hope this not another Shine situation where Diddy get out and somebody got to do the time for him. I hope he ain't trying to flip this on his son, because if he do, he the buffest son he got. The other ones, they ain't gonna make it in jail. But Justin, if his real daddy is Wolf, he got it in him to do the whole however long they trying to give him. Diddy's son, Justin Combs, lured a woman to Los Angeles with promises of getting her a job in entertainment. But when she arrived in LA, she was kept in the house for days and ended up being scraped by multiple men, including Diddy, at least according to the new lawsuit. In a lawsuit obtained by TMZ, the woman claims Justin initially contacted her through Snapchat in 2017, and they messaged back and forth, with the woman eventually sending Justin some nasty-ass photos at his request. She says after she sent the snaps, Justin offered to fly her to LA for a weekend, so he figured she good to go. She already sending the booty pictures. It's about to go down. They gonna feast. Bring her out there, clap them cheeks. Now she making it seem like that's not what it was. When she say get her a job in the entertainment industry, a job doing what? Freaking off? Was he signing her up to be another Cassie for entertainment? That don't mean you could sing or dance. Or he gonna put you on with Tyler Perry. I doubt if he got that type of pull. So she had to know what she was getting into. That's just my personal opinion. But according to the court of public opinion, it might not be the case. The woman says she was interested in working in the entertainment, and Justin, and told Justin as much in their conversation. And she claims Justin told her a trip to LA will help her potential career, telling her if she came, he would get her a job using his famous father's connections. Yeah, a job on her knees, man. In her suit, the woman said she flew to LA in April 2017, and the driver picked her up in a black SUV, drove her to a house in Beverly Hills. She said she stayed in the house with Justin the first night, talking and relaxing. Okay, I'm over it. I ain't about to entertain this bullshit. They getting sued because he flew a chick out and they smashed. Whatever, however it went. They took advantage of her, according to her. She was thinking that Justin was going to get her in touch with Oprah Winfrey so she could start her show on ABC or CNN or some shit like that. And it didn't go according to plan. Now, people been sending me videos. Y'all been wanting me to do reviews of these videos. So we're about to get into that. But before we get into that, we got to get into a little bit of this. Let me see what this is about.
To help break it all down, let's go to Mercedes Colwin, trial attorney and co-host of the in the Morning podcast, and Claudia Colon, attorney and jury consultant. Ladies, only the smartest to have here tonight to talk about this. Okay, Mercedes, you first. How did the prosecutors do in that 5-hour closing today after this long case?
They did an excellent job of threading the needle. It's so difficult because you can imagine 5 weeks of testimony, 34 witnesses, they have to bring it home. And how do they do that? They start with the charges and they start going charge by charge, because when the jurors get that verdict form, they're going to have to go through those charges during the deliberation process. So that's the way the prosecution did. Starting first with the toughest criminal part is racketeering. It had to show how this was a criminal enterprise. Who were the enablers? He had employees, he had security, he had assistants.
And
that
they
were
said
helping.
they knew, not only knew what was going on, they enabled it. They went out and bought drugs for him. They arranged, hotel rooms to be lined with blankets and sheets and stocked with cases of baby oil.
And punished Cassie Ventura when she wasn't complying, taking her devices, taking her passports. These were things that these enablers did, the security did, when they took some of her devices. So that punishment came in. But the other parts, I think they did a really good job. The other charges are easier. Obviously, sex trafficking is one of the easiest ones.
Claudia, the defense gets its shot tomorrow.
I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. They make it seem like, damn, how could I say this without being an asshole or whatever? They make it seem like it wasn't consensual. People consent to some shit, and then they want to unconsent when it benefits them. You know, you was with it. You went along with it. That's like a rat going for the cheese. You get caught in the trap, then that's just how it goes, man. You out here chasing that cheese, you're going to find yourself in some sticky situations. And that's how they get them every time. It's the money that have these people doing what they be doing. They wouldn't do it for free. If Diddy was broke, they wouldn't find themselves in them scenarios. So if people willing for money, then, you know, if you want to blame the money, like he said, more money, more problems. He couldn't get the Punisher to come free Cassie. Well, he could have got him to free Cassie off for free without no money. I believe that. Men will bang anything. I don't even understand why he paid them niggas. He could have got a whole bunch of willing dudes. All he had to do was pull up to the block. And they was finding dudes off of Craigslist and all that dumb shit. Send her ass walking down the street with some booty shorts on. It's going to be a line of niggas waiting. He could have freaked her off way better than he did for free. But he's a gentleman about it. They need to at least consider the fact that he was generous with all this shit he had going on. It's not like these people that getting paid. They made the best money they ever made in their life being in Diddy's company. And the stuff he had them doing, he could have had his sons or people around. He could have had people do that shit for free just to be in his company. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, look at this.
But they didn't even present a case. I mean, they did nothing. They didn't call a single witness to the stand. Why? What is that? Is that supreme confidence? Or can you explain what the tactic here is?
I think it is that the defense position tomorrow, when they do their closing argument, is going to be the government has this high bar they need to meet beyond a reasonable doubt. And I think the reason that they didn't bring a witness and they didn't bring, for example, somebody to counter their expert on the psychology of abuse is because they're confident that their cross-examinations revealed what they were looking to reveal, which is basically to impeach the witnesses, catch inconsistencies. I don't know if you recall the testimony about the balcony that didn't quite line up for that witness.
No, there was one witness that was definitely problematic.
Right.
A lot of consistencies.
They're going to target that in their closing statement. And I think the theme of not having their own witnesses is kind of supporting that argument of there's no case here. They have not met their burden.
Do you agree with that, Mercedes? And what do you think the defense needs to do?
Shut up. I bet all three of them right there going through some shit at their job with some horny bastard in their corporate offices or wherever they work at. I'm pretty sure they dealing with it right now. Some asshole sniffing around the women's bathroom they experienced it too while they talking about Diddy. Ain't no telling how they got up in them damn chairs or who they got introduced to in order to get the job. Oh, Natalie, you look so nice in that dress. What old geezer put them in position to even be speaking on Diddy? You know? It make it seem like he's the only one of his kind. Like they ain't heard stories, they ain't got co-workers, they ain't heard through the grapevine. They got some weirdos up there at the news stations or whatever. Like Stephen A. Smith ain't groping asses. They said this woman, she got her breast all out. The chick sitting next to her looking like something stank. The whole interview, man. Hold on. Look at her face. She look like, like you funky bitch. Like, do your shirt have to be that low? She looking at her in disgust. Look.
Threading the needle. It's so difficult because you can imagine 5 weeks of testimony.
She like, whoo, bitch, she look like, bitch, take a bath. How the hell you get this job? Like, honey, I don't want to know. They probably got a trailer parked out back of the damn studio. The casting trailer. You bring your ass up there, you want to get on the news, go see Bob and see if you can get a shot.
You first, how did the prosecutors do in that 5-hour closing today after this long case?
She said, God damn, this bitch like... She look like she funky as hell. But hey, people been asking me to review these videos. So I'm about to, we about to get into that. We gonna get back to that because people don't know if Justin is even Diddy's son. So they freaking off together. They might not be related. And Diddy be looking at Quincy like he a piece of meat. So you never know. He probably wanted to see Justin naked in the hotel and banging him. I'm pretty sure he let him bang out Cassie. We got to get into this, man. Y'all listening? Yo, make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the video. Share the video too. And let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Let's get into this real quick.
It's like, damn. How your son look like your best friend? If he like it, I love it.
Girl, I knew a lot was gonna get exposed about Diddy, but I never thought it would go to the extent of tabling receipts about Misa Hilton's son Justin not being his biological child. The savagery, OMG. And with the lawsuits, people are now asking questions like, was Justin a product of one of Diddy's freak-off sessions? Did he allow the alleged biological father, Anthony Wolf Jones, to sleep with Misa Hilton in front of him? Whew, so word on the street is that Justin...
Yes, the fuck he did, man. I could see it all in his face. He don't look nothing like Diddy. He probably feel like a sense of euphoria when he freaking off with Diddy. Like the memories come, like he was conceived that way. He probably in his element during them freak offs. Like, this is my essence. If it wasn't for a freak off, he probably wouldn't even be here, man. Hold on.
Was Justin a product of one of Diddy's freak-off sessions? Did he allow the alleged biological father, Anthony Wolf...
Hold on.
Did he allow the...
Like, boy, come on in here. Let me tell you a story about your mama. You think it's all peaches and cream? See these Grammys and shit? If I wasn't a grimy motherfucker. Like, your mama sat right there and busted open. I ain't your daddy, goddammit. He probably sat and broke it down to Justin. How the world work and how women work and how you got to hit that thing and grab them by the you-know-what. He probably broke it down to him. So he wouldn't be a lame out here in these streets. Like, you still loving bitches? Come here, let me talk to you, son. You pull out a wad of money. As long as you got this motherfucker, you ain't never gotta love a bitch. And your mother, oh, your mother. He probably explained to him how all this shit worked. Got him out here doing this freaky shit. Hold on, man. She went out there to Diddy's house or whatever, and she was in for a surprise. Now it got me wondering, Hold on, the woman claims Justin offered her liquor and marijuana, some weed and some Hennessy on Saturday, and she believed the weed was laced due to the effect it had on the bitch's weed. In California, she says Justin then offered and made her take various pills or poppers. He laced her ass up good for the freaking. That's how it go, man. This shit ain't new. He did you like them niggas been doing you in the hood. She was with it. That's the type of girl that'll get flown out. They gonna test you out to see if you with it. She sent him them pictures, busting it open. She was good to go. Now she trying to get some money out. I'm gonna shut up. Let's get back into this. I do apologize, y'all. Here we go.
The alleged biological father, Anthony Wolf Jones, to sleep with Misa Hilton in front of him? Whew. So word on the street is that Justin's biological father is Wolf, who was Diddy's former bodyguard. Wolf worked for Diddy during the infamous December 1999 incident where Diddy and rapper Shawn allegedly shot up a Manhattan nightclub, and Wolf was charged with the criminal possession of a weapon in the second and third degree in the Manhattan nightclub trial. Just a few years later, in 2003, Wolf was reportedly down outside a Buckhead, Atlanta nightclub after...
That's when they said he shot Big Meech in the ass. Like, goddamn, you shot me in the ass. They was coming out them clubs in Atlanta. Ain't no telling what was going on. Because they got pictures of Wolf and Big Meech all on each other looking like super twins. Like some male strippers or whatever the case was. Look at this. Wolf and Big Meech. Diddy got a type. And all them niggas look like Diddy type. All them niggas look like Suge Knight. They all look like Gene Deal. Wolf look like Meech and Meech look like Suge. They got the taco meat on their chest. So Diddy was in love with these niggas right here. And somebody wound up shooting somebody in the ass. Like, I dare you get my love in the way. Like, if I can't have that ass, nobody can. He blew Big Meech's butt cheeks off. Like, look, Slick, let me holler at you for a minute. Do not holler at Meech, man. And do not don't go nowhere with that man. Because once he start talking that slick shit in your ear, ain't no telling what he gonna have you do. Like, you ever drove a Lamborghini before, Slick? You riding in a Lamborghini, this nigga got his tongue in your ear. You could barely hear that Jeezy playing in the background. Oh, man. Hey, it is what it is. Yo, rest in peace to Wolf. But they saying that's Justin's father, y'all. Let's get back into this. Oh, my God, man. Hold on. Whew. Oh, my God. Play that.
After getting into an argument over second and third degree in the Manhattan nightclub trial. Just a few years later, in 2003, Wolf was reportedly down outside a Buckhead, Atlanta nightclub after getting into an argument over a woman. Now, with everything coming up against Diddy, people are also questioning whether he's the biological father of Justin and whether he had anything to do with Wolf's death. There's nothing much to suggest that Diddy was actually involved in Wolf's death. In fact, what you will find is that Wolf was his best friend, which would possibly explain why he would raise Justin as his own. But there have also been allegations going around claiming that Diddy could have actually been behind the setup because he apparently owed Wolf a lot of money. The thing is, Wolf wasn't just a security dude. He also had investments and was financially involved in some of the things Diddy did. And the assumption is that when Diddy couldn't give him his cut, he set him up. If that's the case, and Wolf really is Justin's father, that would definitely explain why a lot of people think Justin and his mama Misa have shown solidarity to Cassie by continuing to follow her on Instagram, even though she's the one who set the ball rolling on Diddy. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, what really are the receipts proving that Wolf is actually Justin's father? Well, for starters, there are a lot of
wait. The AI going too fast, man. I gotta process some of this shit. Because they ain't going to stop to the end of the video. A human being wouldn't be able to You know, you gotta take the time to process this shit. So that's not his son. So that's one of his homies. That's his homie's son that he claiming the same way he claiming LB Shore's son. He's claiming this one as his son. So now that he's grown, you know, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't freak off with the one that looked just like him. He wouldn't have his daughters doing no wild shit like that. So yeah, I'm starting to believe it. That's not his son. And that's the reason why they wound up in this situation right here. God damn, his mother had to show up in a walker. What the hell she been doing? Like, I should have stopped freaking off 6 months ago. I know I'm getting too old for this shit, man. Like, I could make some money. She probably still know how to get to the bag. And Misa, come through and do that thing you used to do. You thought the bed broke. That was her ass that snapped. She be screaming like Miss Pearly and Friday when the dog bit her in the ass. I gotta see this, man.
Reality check.
God damn it. Stupid ass ads. I gotta see her getting out and walking on that walker, because I can't believe it. She ain't that old, is she? Even his mother don't have a walker. Look.
Misa, how are you? It's TMZ here, sorry. Well, you look great nonetheless. It's good.
She got the Wendy Williams shoes on. You can see the big W's on the side. Hold on.
Good to see you.
That's just, nigga, help your mama.
Don't block her.
And she still got that booty tooted out. She ought to be ashamed of herself.
Well, you look great nonetheless. It's good to see you.
God damn.
Don't block her way. If she needs to walk, create a...
Yo, by the time she get in the courtroom, the trial gonna be over with. When she coming in, everybody gonna be walking out. All she gonna see is the back of Diddy head headed to his cell. What the hell? Put on your back, you big buff worthless motherfucker. He's starting to go bald in the back too. He probably did freak that girl off. He got the pimp mustache. He can't get that shit straight for nothing. As soon as he shave it, it grow back on the other side. Like, God damn it. He old and he frizzy. He might as well open up the bodega and chop some cheese. Like, yo, Justin, man, I want Wagyu beef on my tacos, man. Like, coming right up, kid. Like, you want onions? Like, hell yeah, I want onions. Want hot sauce? Yo, put a bunch of hot sauce on it. It's about time he start chopping cheese. Damn, he look like the type of nigga that do coke. Hair always sweaty and crazy all over the place. He sniffed that coke. His hair be standing up like Albert Einstein on his head. Yo, when Diddy come home, he might as well not do the Beijing shit. Just let it be great, man. We want to see old Diddy. And if he's still dancing, oh my God. Now that's going to be entertainment. Or old ass Diddy still dancing with the chains on. Man, that's going to make America great again. But if he Beijing this shit and try to, be suave and all, we need to see a old Diddy still out here stunting with a young chick sitting on his lap. I don't think it's going to happen. He going to have to go into hiding, especially if they still got lawsuits and shit out there on them. She said it was a brutal gang rape. Like father, like son. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. Make sure y'all do me a favor, hit that like button. Yo, did anybody hit the like? Make sure y'all hit the like for me. We about to get back into this video. Y'all ready? All right, here we go. Come on.
have always said that when it comes to looks, Justin does look a lot more like Wolf than Diddy. And with the speculations coming up again, one person simply wrote on X, LOL, but I can only speculate, LOL. I never thought Justin looked like Diddy at all, ever. Doesn't too much favor his mom either. He really does look like the other guy. I don't know though. Someone else also added, damn, he's a spitting image of his biological dad. I always wonder why he didn't resemble Diddy at all, but this makes sense. What do you think? Does Justin look a lot like Wolf, down to the eyes and even the nose? Cause those are apparently the most prominent features they share. Also, when there's a lot of people sharing their suspicions, and I mean people from back in the day, honey, there could be something there. First of all, Gene Deal said that even though he wasn't there at the time, he could clearly see that Justin looks a lot like Wolf.
It's like, damn, how your son look like your best friend? If he like it, I love it.
In addition, Reggie Wright Jr. also insinuated that Wolf could actually...
Even this nigga look like Wolf. You got Gene Deal, Reggie White, all these niggas, man. What's going on? Gene Deal might be the nigga daddy.
I love it.
In addition, Reggie Wright Jr. also insinuated that Wolf could actually be Justin's biological father and not Diddy.
I put up a picture of Wolf and one of Puffy's sons.
Hi, Mr. Wonderful Hero.
God damn it. Y'all hit that like.
Because I see the potential for
subscribe. Growth. Okay, let's get back to it.
Justin Combs. Look at him. You tell me.
He might be the daddy.
You tell me. Look at the two pictures.
They all playing hot potato with this shit. Suge might be his dad. Again, any of them dudes from the East Coast to the West Coast, they just know Diddy ain't the dad.
They on Bomb first. Pull them up. You pull them. They on the internet. Put a picture of both of them. Put a picture.
In addition, it wouldn't be surprising if Diddy decided to raise Justin as his own, considering he adopted Albie Shore's son Quincy when he was 3 years old when Kim began dating him in 1994. Okay, I know some of you will also be like, but Misa took Diddy to court for child support, and they must have done a test to prove that Diddy is Justin's biological child. Yes, Misa did take Diddy to court in 2004, and she even said this about the situation. It hurts deeply. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I'm very sad. I wouldn't have ever imagined it would have come to this. The perception Shawn projects outside the courtroom is quite different from the truth. He wants the public to have a perception of him, but the reality is that I'm here asking for money. But for those who remember, the circumstances of that situation were also a bit sus. For instance, when Misa took Diddy to court, she said that she was—
Hold on, man. I gotta see her on that walker again. Cause she look, what the hell she been doing?
Don't block her way. If she needs to walk, create a space.
Who the fuck she talking to? The nerve of this person. They fucking up her camera angle. How you gonna tell her son not to block her space so she could keep on, so she can get a closer look at her looking ridiculous on that walker? Hold on.
Space. It's good to see you. Don't block her way. If she needs to walk, create a space.
I said, bitch, who the fuck you talking to? Like, who are? They should have ran over there and snatched that camera and stomped on it.
Misa, if you don't mind me asking.
I gotta give us some more space.
Misa, if you don't mind me asking, what happened? You look good nonetheless, but is everything okay with you? Well, you look good.
There's a pole. What's the hell going on?
Give her space.
Clear that.
Man, that's Lil' Kim. I don't give a fuck what they. I know Lil' Kim when I see Lil' Kim, man. That ain't no damn, that had to be Lil' Kim walking like that. Because the way Lil' Kim be doing that dance, that's how she was. That's how she was doing with the walker, man. Hold on, I need to see this. Because they think they got me fooled. I ain't the one to be fooled, man. I know that was Little Kim. The way she was squatted out, the way she had her arms on that walker, and she was looking all confused and shit. They was talking to her. She act like she didn't know what they was saying. She had that same spaced out look. Yo, man, ain't no way in the world that wasn't her, y'all. Hold on. They need to put her in like a science fiction movie by now. Put her in the next Avatar. Do a ghetto version of Avatar. And let Lil' Kim be the lead, be the grandmama of all the aliens on the show. I wouldn't hit it. But for my fellas out there, and I don't mean no disrespect, but I wouldn't do it if I had the opportunity. Hell no. She come in the bedroom like, you ready, boy? She squat down like that. I'm going to I might jump out the window. You trying to run away from Lil' Kim. She's sitting just like that, like she playing football. You run to the left, she run to the left. You run to the right, she run to the right. Like, God damn, if this bitch don't get out my way. But that's Negro here, no there. Okay.
Lisa, if you don't mind me asking, what happened? You look good nonetheless, but is everything okay with you? Well, you look good.
Damn, that dementia done kicked in already. How old is she? God damn. Yo, I gotta see this for myself, man. I'm concerned, because whatever she doing, I don't want to do it. And if I'm doing it, I'm going to stop tonight. Hold on. What's her name? Misa Milton? Misa. And you know, all my 80s babies and people that was born in the 90s, got to be careful, because this technology ain't no telling how that dementia gonna kick in. Your 30th birthday, you might not remember shit. Like, I'm 21 years old. Maybe that's why people so damn childish. They be fucking 40 acting like they 19, still popping off and shit. They probably don't realize that they fucking 40, 50 years old. Okay, I need to see how old is this woman. Hold on, put it back over here. It said, who's Misa Hilton's baby daddy? Diddy. What's her ethnicity? Her mother, who is of Japanese and Jamaican heritage, and her father, who is African American. She sold that shit to who? Japanese and Jamaican. Nigga, eat a beef patty with chopsticks. Hold on, nigga, put wasabi all over the cocoa bread. He's Japanese and Jamaican. Maybe that's why she walking like that. She need to learn how to play the harp. Fucking practice feng shui or some shit. Why? This what I really need to know. Because I ain't trying to be funny, because this may be some serious stuff, man. Hilton, who has been using the walker due to an injury, wrote, when I suffered my injury, I had chosen to heal privately. But when my son said, Mommy, I need you, I was right there for him, walker and all. I'm a mother first for real. And I'm my son's strength. And that's just what it is, plain and simple. So she suffered an injury, y'all. I need y'all to pray for her. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure she ain't want to come out there like that. But she a soldier. Oh, no. I know them prunes be going down. They got to, man. It's time to pop open the can and let them and chew them shits. It's time, man. we all get to that point where you just gonna have to pop open that jar of prunes, let that shit roll. I ain't about to be talking about her like that. I'm sidetracked. I'm all over the place. I'm about to get back on track though. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe to the channel, please, because it's a possibility they about to be going to jail for a long time. They saying Diddy gonna get out, but they gonna have to tell all of them witnesses and stuff to shut the fuck up. Like the door's closed, push them hoes back and close the door like it's over. Like there's no money to be made. The show is over. Whatever you went through, keep it to yourself. Next time, don't fly out to see strangers, regardless if they famous or whatever the case is. They just gonna have to hold that L, because it's never gonna stop. She probably did freak off with his whole family. And I'm pretty sure it was consensual. Because if she really had talent, she would have went to somebody else besides Justin Combs. He said, "You better let this happen or else." She was allegedly told, according to the lawsuit, before the men allegedly took turns. The actions were described in the lawsuit as a brutal gang rape. Diddy's team told the Mirror US about other allegations. No matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted or sex trafficked to anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. We live in a world where anyone can file a lawsuit for any reason. Fortunately, a fair and impartial judicial process exists to find the truth, and Mr. Combs is confident he will prevail in court. A representative for the woman, Anthony Busby, told, man, if they don't squash that bug, I want to see him show up to court with the little yellow suit on, with the big clown Bobo shoes on. Like, hey, Your Honor, I'm Tony Busby, and here is my victims. He have a line of people outside the door. Like, I'm Tony Busby. They'll be like, man, get him the fuck out of here. He got another one, and they gonna keep on coming. He's sending them bitches like frisbees. When one of their cases failed, he got another one lined up. He got 20 holes in the clip aimed at Diddy's head. Justin has supported his father, who currently is on trial for sex trafficking charges in court. So while he going to court to support his father, he fuck around and catch a lawsuit in the process. Man, it's getting crazy.
She was getting a mere $5,512 a month to look after their son, Justin, while Kim Porter was raking in a sweet $35,000 a month deal in child support for their son, Christian. Now, why would there be such a huge difference in the first place between what Justin and Christian were getting if they were both equally Diddy's children? Probably because Diddy wasn't too concerned about Justin, who is not biologically his. About why he was even paying child support, you know, maybe Diddy legally adopted Justin, which would mean that he was actually legally obligated to pay child support. But if you ask a lot of people, they will tell you that they are convinced that Justin is not Diddy's biological son. Well, even those who always wondered how Diddy could do something dirty like date his son Justin's ex-girlfriend, Lori Harvey, say it now makes sense. Diddy has been knowing all along that Justin isn't his biological son. Anyway, other than Justin, another person who caught a stray is Wolf's daughter, Ash Cash. There's an interview that resurfaced where she said that after her father died, she never spoke to Diddy again. And that made people also drag Diddy through the mud for supposedly taking care of Justin, but ignoring his alleged sister. Now,
Shit, yo, that looked like that could be his sister for real, y'all. They look related. They're dead on each other.
her father died, she never spoke to Diddy again. And that made people also drag Diddy through the mud for supposedly taking care of Justin, but ignoring his alleged sister. Now, with everyone saying that Justin is her brother, Ash responded to a post on X saying, "Just for clarity, when I did the radio show, that was over 10 years ago. That's my father, and it's not proven that my father is Justin's father. I don't know anything about that. You guys have to be more respectful and be mindful of how you speak on people's dead parents."
traveling solo
That's her,
doesn't
bro. I
mean
don't
being
give a damn what she talking about. They look like they could be related.
Ash should probably have stayed silent because now there are people also insisting that there's a resemblance between her and Justin. As far as Misa is concerned, other than giving hints here and there that Diddy was going to be hit with something, she hasn't spoken much about the lawsuits. Maybe it's because she didn't want people bringing up the Justin situation. But in case you have been following Misa, you probably realized that she hinted a few times that something was coming for Diddy months before Cassie's lawsuit dropped. See, the public may have known about the allegations in November, but apparently this thing has been going on behind the scenes for 6 whole months. What was happening was that
Damn, yo. I just thought about something. And it's kind of crazy, too. I know when Diddy was the man, she probably was bragging on her baby daddy, being Diddy and everything. How he's selling platinum records and he the owner of Ciroc and all this shit. Now that nigga, he headed to jail. Son got lawsuits out the ass. She on the walker and everything. It's funny how shit changed, man. Damn. I don't know, man. But you know what? It's good to see people holding him down in the dark times. They still rocking with him. Because when he was up, they was there through thick and thin. He going through it. They still showing up. So that's a good thing. She even showed up in her walker to see what it do. I ain't mad at it. But they saying her son a criminal. They saying it's a bunch of shit that he was involved in when he was in college, a whole bunch of other stuff. Will they be brought to justice? We don't know. I remember when he was a little boy and everybody was like, he got his own restaurant and the sky's the limit. How can things possibly go wrong? But, you know, I still don't see how. Okay, let me put it like this before I sound like an asshole. What's the best way I can explain this to the people out there? Because not that long ago, all this stuff they being accused of was in. It was the thing to do. Everybody was doing it, man. It was cool. Down to the flying people out, the zesty talk. That's just what was popping at the time. You know? I guess now people don't flip the script and you can't even speak about shit like that no more. But I'm trying to pinpoint what era was it really going down like that when it was just, when was it? It wasn't that long ago though, so I ain't got to go too far back in time. Look at this. Remember this nigga? When he was popping, when did he start popping? It wasn't that long ago. When Lil Nas X was doing all that shit, and people were scared to say something about it. That's the era where Diddy was on his zesty vibes, and people were scared to say something about it. It's like you had to give a blind eye to it because you ain't want to get in no type of trouble. Now they being exposed for the shit. Rappers been rapping about flying people out and doing drugs and popping mollies and shit. That's what Future whole career is about. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this real quick. Well, where do I even start, man? I'm going to just go ahead and click a random one and see what this nigga was talking about on Mask Off. Percocets, Molly Percocets, yeah. Percocets, Molly Percocets, rep the set, gotta rep the set, gang, chase a check, never chase a bitch. Mask on, fucking mask off. 2 cups, toast up with the gang gang. From food stamps to a whole another domain, yay. Out the bottom, yeah. I'm the living proof. Super, ain't compromising, whoa. $500,000 on the coupe. Drug houses looking like Peru. Whirlpool graduated, I was overdue. Pink Molly, I can barely move. Ask about me, I'm gon' bust a move. Rick James, 33 chains. Ocean air cruising. Whiskey on. Big foreigns, top off one. That's all they was talking about. Molly's, Percocets, and Maybachs. My guillotine drank promethazine, drank pro-meth, tech and beams, those extremes. Let's go, Parliament. Calamari Wednesdays, parlay in Vegas. We was in attendance. What's good before the business. Theodore lenses. Focus on the mission. And I love Future. I ain't gonna lie. Out of all them trap rappers and mumble rappers, he my choice. If I had to listen to some YN music, I'm gonna go with Future every time. It's a guilty pleasure to listen to this bullshit. But that's the only one I could do. The rest of I ain't never listened to Drake. I never got into it, man, because he was too soft. I could understand why the girls like Drake, because they can relate. He's an Aaliyah fan, and I'm a fan of Aaliyah too, but not like that. But yeah, what Justin, his father allegedly did, flew a chick out and let the whole gang beat it down. If she with it, he gave her the weed, she smoked the weed, he gave her the pills, she took the pills. He need to be crying like Tyrese. Like, bitch, what more do you want from me? Flew your ass out. He done fed you. Done had you living, eating for free. Nigga, ain't nothing in life for free. But now she trying to sue. I don't get it, man. Okay, look at this. Look.
Diddy's team was trying to get people to testify in those 6 months, and they reportedly reached out to everyone, including Misa and Roger Bonds. Now, we already know where someone like Roger stands, and he has made it very clear that he is not on Diddy's side. In the lawsuit she filed against Diddy, Cassie named Roger, alleging he jumped in to stop Diddy from stomping on her in a car. And
okay, it's late. I'm hot. I gave y'all the news. Diddy and his son getting sued. We gonna see where this go. I mean, every time you turn around, they getting sued for something else. Who knows what's gonna be next, man? Y'all let me know if y'all believe this. Do y'all feel bad for Diddy and his son? Do y'all feel like they need to do some time? Because I'm pretty sure the victim would rather take the money instead of them doing some time. If they had to choose between giving them jail time and taking the money, I'm pretty sure the victims are take the money. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel.